This is my entry for this week's DreamSnap. Answer is Runway. So for this one, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do for the background, but knew I wanted to use Maximus and hoped Sven would be in the background. So I thought I would try the new house, and liked the idea of using the Alpine wind vane, so I tried putting it in the back. Grabbed one of the light posts that was already in the area, and put it by the house. I liked the cozy Alpine rocking chair, so I added two. And I really liked the horseshoe archway, and thought it would be fun to use it to frame my shot. Scooting the rocking chairs closer, adding some of the new foliage, as I wanted to check them out and thought they were pretty. I thought the wheel end bush was interesting, so I added it by the house. The snowy flowering alpine shrub was a bit bigger, so I added it to the back, adding more of the bushes, trying to mix in some of the ones without the snow to add a little variation. Adding some more in the back, another wheel and another shrub, more of the bushes, and adding in a few of the non-flowery bushes. I liked that they were different sizes to help it feel more natural. Adding a few extra flower petals, taking a look at the new trees, and adding a few tall snowy mountain pines. I thought it looked cool behind the horseshoe, so I added another to the other side. Scooting the chairs, as they were feeling too squished there, though the wheel being right behind them felt like too much. So swapping it out for another bush, and putting the wheel where the chairs used to be, grabbing more of the new trees. I thought the birdhouse was pretty, so I moved it closer. I wanted to add a path leading from the horseshoe to the bridge, so I grabbed the mud path, as I liked the brown toning. Trying to get the right shape to match up with the bridge was interesting. Widening it, trying to get it centered under the horseshoe, and trying to adjust the rest to match. I didn't like the jaggedness, so I tried adding some ferns to help hide it. But I wasn't really feeling them, so I switched to adding some more bushes. Then decided to grab the white flower petals instead. Still felt like it needed something, so I wanted to try adding some snowy rocks. The large one was a bit too big, so I couldn't use it, adding some smaller ones, and scattering in some clusters. Considered the leaf pile rug, but they didn't feel right. Adding another shrub, and more bushes. Adding a path leading to the house. I like where the path is, but I'm gonna have to move the chairs. And I kinda wanted to add one of the new fences, but I don't have the resources to craft a bunch of it, so I'm just gonna borrow that one and use it. Lining it along the path, adding more on the other side, checking how that's looking. I'm not sure. I don't like it in front of the bushes, so getting rid of those. Scooting the chairs and adjusting the fence, bringing it back, and adding it behind the chairs. Felt like I needed something, so adding a bush. Adjusting the chair, moving the fence back a little, and adjusting the bushes in front of it. Feeling better, so adjusting the other side to add some more bushes in front of it. That was feeling a little squishy, so kept it to two. Adding another one in the back to help it feel more filled in. Adding more flower petals, and adjusting the other side to add another path over there. Considered adding another tree, but that didn't feel right there. Adding more fence. Considered adding a different rocking chair, but wasn't sure if that felt too matchy-matchy with the other side. So I went looking for a wooden bench, but couldn't find one I wanted to use, so I ended up putting the rocking chairs. Adding another birdhouse. Considered the bird's nest, but it didn't feel right. And decided I was pretty happy with the look, so time to figure out placement and poses. Pushing Maximus closer, and Sven was in the area, so blocking him in, so I can get him in the shot. Moving over a bush, and blocking off the end of the bridge with some small rocks. Closing off the sides with more bushes, and the back. Almost forgot the front. Getting Maximus in place. A little too turned. Now for the pose. I was wanting to try to use the cobra pose, hiding the snake to try Sven, to try and make it look like my character was petting or interacting with Maximus. Filling in more paths since you could see the edge. Trying to make it line up, which it didn't want to. Trying again. Better. Pushing Maximus back into place. Sven, no. Don't. I just put him back. Putting him back again. Maybe it would be better if I used one of the new poses instead. Not sure why it pushes you so far over with that one. Not really what I want. Trying again. Sven. Thank you. I'm a little too close, and I want to try a closer shot. Scooting back and grabbing the Vizier's alchemy tape. Scooting it back and fixing my blockers. Sven! Getting him back into position. Sven. Move. That is not a good spot for you. Are you stuck? Thank you. Getting back into place. Need to be a little closer. I'm not sure. I don't like that the camera feels off-center. Sven. Trying again with the other pose, offsetting my character so when she gets moved, she might actually be where I want her. Trying third camera so I can center the shot. But the camera isn't happy about the alchemy table, and doesn't want to get close. So, moving the alchemy table to see if that helps. Still doesn't want to let me get close. And I don't like how far away the second camera is with this pose. So, checking out the other poses. Sven's is fun. Not facing the right way for Maximus's other pose, though. The goose is cute, but I really wanted Maximus or Sven to be a focal point in the shot. Trying Sven's again. Maybe. But I want Maximus to turn a little, and Snow White needs to scoot up a bit. Getting back into place. Too far over. And moving the alchemy table back to push the camera forward. Fixing Maximus's placement. Feeling a little too close now. Scooting back. Too far over. Better, but my character feels like she's the furthest away, and being turned makes her feel like an afterthought. And this being an alpha challenge means that's probably not a good idea. So I need to change things up, moving Maximus to the back, pushing Snow White back as well, trying again. Better, but too off-center. I don't like that the camera is off-center, so moving the alchemy table, and trying third camera again. Okay. Back to second camera mode to fix that. Better. Still not as close as I wanted, and I don't like the blockers showing. And now Snow White and Maximus are feeling blocked. So I'm not really feeling it. I still don't like how far back that pose pushes my character. Back to trying my original idea. Sven, no. Adding blockers to hopefully stop him from being pushed. Didn't really work. Removing the blockers. Pushing him back. I don't like it off-center. Back to third camera. Sven, stop pushing Maximus. Why did you push Snow White too? Okay, I need to block him off. Grabbing my touch of magic trophies that I can hide when I take the shot, and blocking off the area. Putting Maximus and Snow White back to where I want them. Need to scoot up a little. Trying the goose pose instead. I'm not sure. Maximus needs to turn a little though. Not in the right spot. Scooting. Still not feeling right. Trying Sven's pose again. That's not gonna work for an alpha challenge. So I need to move Maximus. Pushing him back. Feeling off center again. And I had been wanting the horseshoe to be framing my shot. So I need to scoot the alchemy table forward to help cut off the sides. That's not really feeling like it's working. With the camera being pushed forward, that pose works better. Need to adjust placements though. Adjusting the alchemy table so I can get some of the horseshoe back in the shot. Better. And debating which mount I want to use for this pose. Why are you over there now? Getting him out and pushing him and Snow White back. Adjusting placement. Better, but Snow White and Maximus are feeling too far back and blocked. So, scooting them back up. Getting rid of the snake since I'm not using that pose, and I don't want it to push anyone. It took a couple tries to get the placement right. I liked that, though Maximus was a little blocked, and I wanted to see if I could add some wind effects. So, scooting that bush and rock to make a little more room, and adding the rabbit leaf pile to try and catch some wind. Also adding a cloud to try and get some snowflakes. Can't see any of the snow, and the wind needs to scoot up if I want to catch it without the letters. Got to move Maximus. Adjusting him. He's still not in a good spot, and I want to try scooting the clouds to see if that helps. I don't like the cloud there. Trying it in front and adding another. Checking if that helped. Still can't see any of the snowflakes, and I don't like my character's arm in front of Maximus. Scooting him up a little. Better, but the clouds aren't doing anything, and I don't want them casting shadows, so getting rid of them. And I liked that. I just wanted to try and get the goose in the shot. I would have preferred the goose in a better spot, but I liked that. If you're curious, this snap took over an hour to do. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it if you found it at all helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more like this.